Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I finally did it. I subscribed to Boxycharm. I got my first box in the mail yesterday. I know that there's a lot of different subscription boxes out there and I've kind of looked into all of them, but the only one that ever really seemed to be worth it was Boxycharm. I guess most of the other ones are like $10 a month subscriptions, and I mean, you're getting like a bunch of samples, and for 10 bucks, maybe that's not that bad of a deal. But I feel like, I don't know, with Boxycharm, you get full-size products. You get 4 to 5 full-size products every month for $21. You guys probably already know how this works, but I just got my very first box in the mail yesterday. It's the April 2018 box, and the theme this month is eye candy. I think there were 5 different boxes that were sent out this month, and I got the first variation. There's a number 1 down there in the corner. And what I got in my box, everybody got the Dr. Brandt Pores No More vacuum cleaner. This is a pore purifying mask, and I did use this last night. Now this definitely has a really strong sulfur smell to it when you first open it, but once you spread it out onto your skin, that smell dissipated really quick and I didn't smell it anymore. It's definitely a very cooling feeling. It's very tightening. It feels really, really cold on the face. It didn't dry my skin out. It still left it feeling soft. It still left it feeling smooth. We'll see in a few weeks if it's really shrunk my pores or really done anything beneficial. The second product in my box is the Tartist Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter in the shade Sparkler. Now for me personally, I don't really do liquid highlighters all that much. I bought the Cover FX enhancer drops that are like the liquid highlighter in like the dropper form. I used it a few times, but I'm definitely like a powder highlight kind of guy. I like the idea of a liquid highlighter, but in all honesty, is this something that I'm really gonna use? Probably not all that much. I guess one thing that I could use this for is mixing in with like my body balm and kind of rubbing it onto my arms and legs just to give my skin like an overall sheen. And I could probably get some use out of it that way. But honestly, I'm just gonna kind of keep this out, see how much I actually use it over the next like month or so. And if I don't end up using it more than once or twice, then that's gonna go ahead and go into the purge pile. And just really quick, while we're on the topic of skin, I did pick up last week 2 shades of the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. I've used it twice now, and I don't really know that I like it all that much. It's okay, but honestly, if I want like a full beat foundation look like that, I'm gonna go more for the MAC Studio Fix Fluid or the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I just honestly like those better than I like this one. So those are already in the purge pile after I used them twice. The Brow Gal Insta Tint Tinted Eyebrow Gel. I'm not gonna talk about this for too long because I have no eyebrows, I have no eyebrow hairs, so a product like this is literally just of no use to me. So that's going in the purge pile already. I'm not even opening that one. Now next in my box, which is, you know, for me, it's what I was the most excited about. So there were 5 different choices of eyeshadow palettes you could get in this month's Boxycharm. Now when I was looking at the different options online, I was hoping for one of 2 palettes. I was hoping for either the Element of Surprise palette, which was my first choice, or You Had Me at Hello as my second choice, and that's the one I ended up getting. The palette itself, it's really small, but it's also really kind of like heavy and sturdy. It's definitely like a heavy cardboard, and it has some weight to it. Now the pan sizes are very tiny, but there's 12 colors in here, and they actually ended up being halfway decent. I used this palette to create the look that I'm wearing today. I started with the shade 2Ps, and I used that as my transition, and then went into my crease and kind of deepen that color up a little bit more. I used the shade Pulling Strings just to deepen that crease, especially in the outer part and the outside corner of my eye, and then kind of swept that underneath my eyes as well. I used the shades Want You Back and Sparks Fly to deepen everything up even more and to give everything a little bit more darkness and dimension. Sparks Fly is the darkest shade in this palette. The mattes weren't my favorite. I definitely like the Morphe mattes better, especially the new formula of the Morphe eyeshadows. But the shimmers, Fool's Rush, I used on the lid and I patted that over top of some NYX glitter primer. And that color worked really, really well, as did Moonstruck. I used Moonstruck on my inner corner highlight. I also used Moonstruck as my cheekbone highlight, and that was a really, really pretty color. It's definitely like a gold tone with some pink in it. But overall, this palette is really good. I definitely like the shimmers a little bit better than I like the mattes, but overall, I think it created a pretty good look, and I'll definitely reach for it again. The last thing in my box is this liquid lipstick from the brand Adesse. I don't know how you say this. I got the high definition liquid lipstick, and I was actually really excited that I got a nude liquid lip because I was kind of worried I was gonna end up with one of the darker MAC lipsticks, and I got the lipstick that I wanted. Now let's talk about liquid lipsticks for a minute. So back in my day, back when I was young, liquid lipstick meant exactly what it sounds like. It's lipstick, but in a liquid formula. These days, the term liquid lipstick has now become the term for a liquid to matte lipstick, something that's gonna dry down matte, that's gonna be budge proof, that's not gonna go anywhere for hours and hours and hours and hours. So when I've seen some unboxing videos of this month's box, and I've seen people testing this product out, they're very confused why it doesn't dry down matte. And I'm like, well, that's because this is a classic liquid lipstick. This doesn't dry down. So if you're expecting this to be a liquid to matte formula, it is not. This is the classic liquid lipstick. It's kind of halfway between like a lip gloss and a lipstick. I think that the pigmentation is great. I think the formula is great. I'm not too keen on the applicator on this, just because the formula is a little bit thicker of a formula on this one, and the applicator itself almost has too much wiggle to it, like it has too much give. So application is just, it's not hard, but it takes you a minute to really get it on your lips. This actually really reminds me a lot of this new lipstick I got. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Charmer. I just picked this one up last week at the L'Oreal company store, and I'm obsessed with this one. This is another one that's like a classic liquid lipstick. It doesn't dry down matte, but this one is very pigmented. This one stays on the lips all day. When I wear this one, I will apply it once in the morning, and I don't have to reapply it at all throughout the day. This one is definitely a thinner formula, but it's very pigmented. It lasts all day. This one is a thicker formula, and again, I just applied this one, so I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I definitely see myself getting a lot of use out of this lipstick. And that's it for this month's Boxycharm. I'm gonna be doing this kind of video every month. I'll go ahead and do an unboxing video every month when I get my new box. And then tomorrow I'm going to IKEA to get a new vanity set up. Of course, I'm getting the basic bitch Alex drawers, Linman tabletop. After I get my new vanity set up and all of that shit put together, I'm gonna go ahead and do a room tour because that has been requested. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually that'll give me an excuse to really clean up this room because it's kind of gross. Keep your eye out for that one. And I'm really excited to play around with some of these products some more. Again, as far as the subscription boxes go, I think that Boxycharm is really the best one because it's only $21 a month. And even if you only get like 1 or 2 products that you're really gonna use a lot, it's already paid for itself in one product. So I'm a pretty big fan, and I'm pretty excited to see what I get in future boxes. If you like this video and you wanna see more, even if you don't wanna see more, there's gonna be more like it anyway. Give it a thumbs up anyway. Hit the subscription button down below. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post videos. Tell all your friends about it so they know to watch, and I'll see you guys on the next one.